Oh, how everything can change in a matter of days. It was all good just a week ago. We beat up on the Chicago Sky a few days ago. 35-point victory. Caitlin Clark triple-double. Indiana Fever riding high. Indiana Fever fans riding high. Caitlin Clark supporters riding high. And then, of course, the dweebs do what the dweebs do. They make up nonsense. They make up lies. And the WNBA validate the lies. The WNBA validates the nonsense. The WNBA validates non-truths.
The Indiana Fever have stopped playing nice, and now they're reportedly threatening to boycott the entire WNBA over what they claim are outright lies. Not rumors, not just drama, lies. But here's what makes the situation suspicious. No one has clearly said what those alleged lies actually are. From possible behind-the-scenes tensions to potentially explosive revelations, the Fever are acting like they know something the rest of the league would rather keep quiet. Is this simply a strategic power play, or the beginning of a controversy that could shake the WNBA? Stay tuned. This situation could escalate quickly.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. This dump, this turd of turds known as the WNBA, this damn league can't get the hell out of their own way. They don't get it. They just don't get it. The diva of dump divas, Kat Engelbert, she does not understand how fragile this fan base is. And by fragile, I'm referring to their level of loyalty to pretend basketball, which in this case doesn't exist.
All right, get ready, because if you thought the drama in the WNBA was only about basketball, think again. Things are getting messy both on and off the court. Right now, the Indiana Fever, led by the electrifying Caitlin Clark, have become the league's biggest draw. They're the golden ticket, the team pulling crowds and generating the kind of buzz sports executives dream about. Ticket prices have surged, games are selling out, and new fans are tuning in huge numbers. Simply put, the Fever are delivering the excitement, energy, and national attention the WNBA has been eager to capture.
You would think the number one thing you'd be talking about after that game, after that amazing performance from Caitlin Clark, the triple-double, the amazing passes, the crazy shots, you'd think we would be talking about basketball. The number one thing you think we'd be investigating is how nobody else in the WNBA has ever done anything like Caitlin Clark is doing. We should be investigating the fact that Caitlin Clark's 4 threes in that game were more exciting than, like, if you go to 2022 and check out the top 10 plays of the WNBA season, her 4 threes in that game were more exciting than those 10 plays. Literally. Like, what she does in one game is single-handedly more exciting than anything we've ever seen in the WNBA. That's what we should be.
And yet, both the league and some of its devoted fans have started treating the Indiana Fever like they're somehow the villains of the story. Why? Allegedly, because Fever supporters showed a bit too much enthusiasm, and because Caitlin Clark made a hard defensive play against Angel Reese.
This is what started all of this.
It's a flagrant. And then Chicago will maintain the basketball. Reese misses.
Okay, that was it. That noise you heard right there that sounds a little bit like a dolphin was actually a YouTuber called Flight Reacts. A laugh. All right, a laugh. That it's my understanding actually gets played during NBA games too. That's what it's all about, because they tried to say that sounded like a monkey.
Let's rewind and look at it like a reality show moment. Angel Reese, known for her expressive reactions, appears to initiate contact by pushing an Indiana Fever player with a nudge to the back of the head. Then Caitlin Clark responds with a firm foul that, supporters argue, was a routine basketball play. Despite that sequence, Fever fans suddenly find themselves portrayed as the villains. Meanwhile, narratives about possible racism in the stands begin circulating, and Reese is framed by some commentators as the protected figure in the controversy.
On television, it's been the most polarizing conversation in all of sports over the last 24 hours rather. Angel Reese, many would suggest that she overreacted, but Slick, do you have an issue with Angel Reese's reaction to Caitlin Clark's flagrant foul?
Yes. And I I have an issue with the way she reacted. I have an issue with the way it's being handled by her, by the Chicago Sky, everybody involved.
The irony, according to supporters, is that Indiana Fever fans are the ones driving attendance. They're packing arenas, buying jerseys, and significantly boosting the league's revenue. Meanwhile, critics argue that much of the rest of the WNBA appears frustrated as its overall ratings are increasingly overshadowed by one breakout star, Caitlin Clark, and the team built around her.
I'm just really thankful. They kept continuing to show up for us. And they make a lot of noise, like they're into it. They're not just sitting there, like they're invested in this basketball. It's great for our league. It's great for every team that gets to come and play here. I think we've had a lot of great battles, and they've helped us win a lot of games on this floor. So, like I said, hopefully we can bring the playoffs back here and give them a taste of it because they deserve it. It's been since 2016. So, it's only going to get better and better from here on out.
You can almost imagine the whispers. People say they want Caitlin Clark to succeed, just not in this way, and not with the surge of attention coming from Indiana Fever fans. In other words, critics argue that some voices claim to support the growth of the WNBA, but only if the narrative fits a certain storyline of controversy and conflict. From that perspective, it almost seems like the league's response to rising popularity risks undermining the very team driving much of the current spotlight.
Not a flagrant foul on Caitlin Clark. Listen, I was at the game. If there was somebody being racist or saying shit, obviously boot him, never let him back. I would be stunned beyond belief if that was the case. This crowd, I've sat on the wood for a million games, been in a million environments. The crowd at the Fever game, little girls, families, ladies, nice crowd. You even though it's 100% false, by acknowledging we don't condone hate and not seeing that this was a internet rumor, complete bullshit, you're lending credence to this. There was none of that. It was a great crowd, a positive crowd. Yeah, Angel Reese deserved to get her ass booed when she attacked Caitlin on a normal foul. Other than that,
supporters point out the irony. The very fans being accused of racism are the same people who have been showing up in large numbers to back their team. So, what's really happening here? Is the controversy truly about racism, or is it being fueled by jealousy, control issues, and resentment toward the rapid rise of the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark's surging fame? If you're looking for drama, Clark has quickly become one of the most polarizing figures in the WNBA. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, whether admired or criticized, is often cast as her on-court rival. And Fever fans, in this narrative, have become the convenient targets whenever tensions flare. Advocates argue that without Clark and the Fever driving attention, the league might still be struggling with half-full arenas. Instead, interest is booming. Yet some of the very people who should be celebrating the growth appear in this telling to be pushing back against it. While the league debates and the controversy swirls, the Fever continue to perform on the court and build a passionate following. The bottom line from supporters: compelling basketball, the kind that fills arenas, sells merchandise, and draws new viewers, is what ultimately moves the sport forward. Their message is simple: let the Fever compete, let Clark continue to develop her star power, and perhaps the WNBA will recognize that rapid growth can be messy, but still worthwhile.
They wanted to hone their defensive skills. Last season, in the offseason, Stephanie White made it a point to drill that idea home. I mean, Caitlin Clark talked about upping her defense, and in the offseason, they picked up a lot of key defenders. They picked up Natasha Howard, who is the 2019 Defensive Player of the Year, and last season, the Connecticut Sun came in first in their defensive rating. So what did the Fever do? They took Stephanie White, they took Keith Porter, they brought in Tawana Bonner, and they said, we're doing this right.
The Indiana Fever, powered by rookie star Caitlin Clark, have sparked massive fan interest, packed arenas, and boosted visibility across the WNBA. However, instead of universal praise, the team and its supporters have faced scrutiny following a heated on-court incident involving Angel Reese and subsequent investigations into alleged fan misconduct. The situation has fueled debate about rivalry intensity, media narratives, and how the league should balance rapid growth with maintaining a respectful, inclusive environment for players and fans alike.